It's episode 600 of Mike in the Night, season 31, episode 3. Now, what did we do all these years? What did we say all these years? What did we talk about as a group? We were everywhere. And I'll give you guys a little bit of background on the show so you guys know what is going on. So let's go into my drafts here. I wrote a draft out for you guys. And Mike in the Night started with Rants and Lifestyle that originally aired on March 25th, 2016. We did 117 episodes of Rants and Lifestyle. So here it is. I call it Mike in the Night, but it's Rants and Lifestyle, episode 61, Mike in the Night, World Goes Nuts, Woke Woman Marries Train Station. I'm not making this up. Mike in the Night. This is seven, almost 8 years ago, right? Episode 63. Government mass misinformation via climate change, climate lockdowns ahead. Like more and more. So it was called like this. Rants and Lifestyle. Before it became Mike in the Night. And Germany's 4 hours or 5 hours. This should have happened 20 years ago. Not in 2016, 2017. This should happen 20 years ago. And today we should be running fully clean, but this goes back to the whole bureaucracy and the whole red tape. So it started with Rants and Lifestyle. Rants and Lifestyle ran for 117 episodes. And here's another one here, Mike in the Night. And then Mike in the Night, right there, made its first appearance on June 23rd, 2018, episode 118 of Rants and Lifestyle. Changed over to Mike in the Night at 118. And that was June 23rd, 2018. Really good. It's like the company's working for you. So there it is right there. And, I drank a bottle of Grey Goose on that episode. Let me see if I... But that was the first episode of Mike in the Night. And then it was called Mike in the Night up here. And then after... we built a relationship with all our listeners and followers, and over all these years, there's 502. Can I ask why you're digging trenches, if that's okay?
Oh, you gotta.
That is Kalen, our fallen brother, Kalen, who passed away in January. Kalen, if you guys remember him, he passed away, and we had Dr. Mysterio on the show talking. So here he is talking, Kalen.
To get water to places. We're moving water around, right?
Okay.
And so we got to do it underground.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I understand. I understand that.
Okay. Well, I'll get right down to it. The old house I bought, it doesn't have a proper irrigation system, so we're installing one. And of course, it requires lots of pickaxe and shovel. So.
Wow. Okay. So are you feeling better? I know you were getting toasted by radiation all around you, and you're an aircraft mechanic, and your job is very important to me. That was our boy Kalen, fallen 100-man army. One of our close ones has fallen.
And... wanted both of us to do, but now it's down to me. Because I'm here. And I've still got life in me.
That's $5.99. I don't know if you remember this, but we actually covered this a few months back.
Oh, did you cover that?
Yes, we did. That the UK will actually go out of their way to even go into foreign countries to arrest you there, and also vice versa when you visit. You're saying the UK,
and I think they're going
correct?
to do it. They're going to actually do it now.
Yeah. That was a few months back. We already discussed this. How they were basically $5.97. It was $5.96.
You weren't allowed to the elders there made sure the youngers didn't intermingle. You stayed with your people, and
no, because no, hold on. Yes. Hey, am I supposed to be talking here? Why am I not talking here? But my babysitter, the people that oh, okay, because probably a delay on the. It's not what we're talking about today. It's not what all these Rumble heroes and Twitter stars and influencers are telling you today. It doesn't matter what they're telling you. It's what was said before 2020. They are coming after content creators that are pre-2020, warning about a pandemic, warning about food prices, warning about rental prices, warning about Chinese money laundering, warning about mass exoduses. We covered all this stuff in depth pre-2020. They are coming after the people that were warning you before all of this happened. Let's keep going. Look,
Do all this crap.
those are industrial empty buildings, but now we're seeing this new phenomenon. My lips are not catching up to what I'm saying here. It's just rumble. Rumble is of corporate. I'm trying to pause it and play office vacant space. And do you remember that one we did about the acreage of empty space in New York alone and San Francisco? The acreage was phenomenal. And when you start seeing a visible difference, it means that something is working. Well, it's going to save you guys. I know Illinois got, 5 levels of government, right? So
5 levels, 5 layers.
5 layers of government. So you guys need to really clean up your act there, because there's too many pensions are going to be on the hook in the next 5 to 10 years up there. Oh, wow. Look at that information here on Mike in the Night.
People fold.
I have hair.
So this is where we have to be mentally strong too, and look at through a different set of eyes. We have to realize that the lies, and we have to understand that we're all human, but we can make small changes in our own lives that will personify into.
And we just went on.
I got a
Patriot
really bad
Parabellum?
sinus infection, which left my passenger side sinus ineffective. It was like I had about 40% smell in the one side, it seemed. So I guess because the antibiotics and drilling 8 holes in my skull, shaking everything around.
Oh, man. I just love you guys.
You know, Western Punjab, maybe.
Supreme Cannon.
I doubt it. I just happen to doubt it.
All right,
So,
Supreme.
you know, maybe I'm wrong. I probably won't let you know if I am or not, but I doubt it. It took a certain kind of people to build this place where it is. This is not an easy place to live. And the prosperity, well, you know, that's social capital. Also the idea, just one more thing I want to address that Raven said here. That is true. You know, you have to be born rich. Well, a lot of Gen X, like myself, no, I'm not rich. I've had a series of, you know, mishaps in my life, and I'm not. My parents are quite comfortable. You know, most of the wealth in North America is held by the boomers, and they're passing from the scene, which means even if the government gets their cut, there's a whole...
Supreme Cannon.
Ultra-Orthodox Jews I saw 2 of them walking around in their clothes, their traditional garb there, and that was I think that was on a weekday. Just little observations.
Oh, yeah. We're almost there, folks.
I'm still going, well, I don't know if I think I told you last time, I have overcome Lyme disease.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lots of good, beautiful people and colors.
Okay, well, this is sudden and tragic. It can mean both things. It can mean they died suddenly, or died suddenly by suicide, or suddenly in an accident. And they go, some of them go undocumented because I can't find anything, and I don't want to include them because I don't want to upset the family unless I know for sure that they died, you know, sudden of something. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume something, so I try to do my homework.
And that was thank you to my subscribers I did last week. And it's Uneducated Economist here on December 16, 2023. I'm at 5,000, according to YouTube, it's 5K videos, right? So I did a 5,000 video special thanking everyone. Bless you, and have a good night. And we'll see you, we'll see what he says here.
Again, it's like, you know, a lot of this stuff is really esoteric and deep in thought, and kind of like, you know, you have to really understand the banking
Uneducated
system
Economist.
to get it. But ultimately, the limited reserve system is when the Federal Reserve would establish their Fed funds rate on the overnight lending between...
On Mike in the Night. Who else we got here? Eduardo.
And then you got to do $200,000 and maybe more in repairs. Why would you bother renting?
Yeah. Why would you? Yeah.
Seriously.
Eduardo, I got to come back on the Kevin J. Johnson show in a couple of weeks, because you remember those properties we were looking at in the States, those freehold properties on land, 4 bedrooms plus? Remember the $100,000 homes we were looking at, thousands of them?
Yeah.
They're around 50,000 now.
Are you serious?
Hand to God, I have absolutely no business lying to you or anyone watching this. hand to God. What a track to basically hit the streets.
Exactly. And, stuff's going to go off. At the same time, de-dollarization is hitting hard. There was a report in Reuters that India now is just, they're not.
We're almost there, folks. Just a recap of a little bit of Mike in the Night. Skyscraper Dark Ages ahead.
It's just a matter of what is going to kill them, in my judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was Stelio Contos. If you guys remember Stelio Contos on Mike in the Night. What else? So Loco in the comments is saying China has the production capacity to produce double the U.S. production during peak World War II production, and they can convert overnight. That was on Odyssey because we couldn't stream anywhere else. Ralphie, down the line, I could feel this odd, eerie feeling that something's coming down the pipe, buddy.
Hey, buddy. I know that I catch you in the weirdest moments, so I actually created an email folder just in case we have an impromptu.
And we got, who else we got here? New Year's Party 2023.
Finished my last beer, so I'm just chilling.
Oh, what do you mean? No more beer?
Yeah, no more beer for me. Yeah, I'm good. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to...
Who else we got here? Kevin J. Johnson.
And I found another 200 plus international sports channels, and that's just the ones I found in about an hour. There's so much stuff that we have available to us that Canadians are not paying attention.
Canadians are not paying attention. This was the Bolsonaro protest in Brazil. There it is right there. For Bolsonaro. And then Lula comes and cheats the election. We told you guys. Incredible images coming out of Portuguese America. I will keep you guys up to date on what is happening on... Oh, man. Mike in the Night. They're going to follow whatever agenda they're going to do. The governments do. Biden to order U.S. dollar replaced with trackable spyware version. U.S. military... And what do we got last but not least? Alaska
People have to
Plepper.
realize what it is. Listen, I am a patriot. I love my country, but I don't love my government.
Right.
Your country is not government. Your country is your countrymen, the people that share your country with you, not your government. Right.
Yeah.
So when I say this, I'm not talking about my country. Right. So what this government's been doing for the last 50 years is raping the world of their resources for paper. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
People around the world have been getting up, going to work, building things with their hands, all right, expending of their energy, of their country's natural resources, sending it to the United States of America, and we send them pieces of paper that have absolutely no tangible value.
That's right. America's biggest export is inflation. So that's a little bit of a recap of some Mike in the Nights, guys. And I really want to thank everybody. And I'm having I just opened this bottle from scratch. And I want to thank the gentleman that left me a case of a 6-pack in a box of this Superior Bacardi. Thank you guys for everything, for your support and all these great years together. Just talking and discussing and trying to figure out what is what, right? Cheers. Oops. Let me just